Now we're going to do some examples to find out some information about the function. So for the first example, I want to know for the graph, what are the domain, range, and intercepts? So let's see, the domain are the x values. The x values range from -4 to 6. So my domain is -4 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 6. And because it's a closed point, I know it equals those values. My range is, let's see, my highest value is 3 and my lowest value is -2. So it's -2 less than y less than 3. And finally, where are my intercepts? I have two intercepts, three intercepts. One at 0, 0, one at 4, 0, and one at 6, 0. And you would want to list those. Now I want to know what some values are. So f of 0 means what is the value of the function f when x is 0? Well, when x is 0, y is 0. So it equals 0. What about when x is 2? -2? What is the value? So let's see, x is -2. It is 1. Where is it positive? When is f of x greater than 0? When is it positive? Well, when x goes from -4 to 0. Now notice I don't have an equal sign here because at 0 it's not positive. It's equal 0. It's not greater than 0. And here I go from 4 to 6. So it's also 4. And again, neither side can I have an equal sign because at those points it's 0. And for what value of x is the function -2? Well, the function y is -2 here. That's the only place. So it's when x is 2. Our next example is I want to find out what some values of the function are. So for this case, I'm going to plug it in. So I have negative of -3 cubed minus -3 squared plus 3. Now I'm going to calculate it. So that's the same as negative of -27 minus 9 plus 3 when this becomes a positive. So I have 30 minus 9 or 21. What about at 0? That's a little bit easier. Negative of 0 cubed minus 0 squared plus 3, which is 3. My last example, I'm not giving you numbers, and I want to evaluate it using variables. So for the first one, I want to put in a. So I have 3 minus a squared, and that's all it is. Now when I put a plus h, it's a little bit different. Now it's 3 minus that whole quantity, a plus h squared, which is 3 minus, now whenever we have a binomial and we square it, if I have a plus b squared, it's always a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So it's going to be 3 minus a squared plus 2ah plus h squared. And then I can distribute it. So it's 3 minus a squared minus 2ah minus h squared. And that's as far as I can go. The last one is I want to find out what f is at a and then add it to what f is at h. And if you notice, it's not the same as this one. So at a, we already said it's 3 minus a squared. And then h is going to be 3 minus h squared. So altogether, that's 6 minus a squared minus h squared. And the interesting thing is it's not the same. There's this little extra here, minus 2ah. So no, you cannot, these are not equivalent.